Okay, so good morning everyone. Welcome to Mathematics 5, quarter 2, week number 6. So our most essential learning for this day. So the end of the lesson, you should be able to divide decimal with up to 2 decimal places and divide whole numbers with quotient in decimal form. So our lesson for today is about division of decimal numbers with up to 2 decimal places. This would be a lesson number 11 of our most essential learning. So how can we divide decimal with up to 2 decimal places? So we can easily divide decimal numbers. First, make the divisor a whole number by multiplying both the divisor and the dividend by the power of 10. And or you're going to move the decimal point to the right depends on the decimal number of a divisor, same as the dividend, using the acronym DMSBR, which stands for divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, repeat, the same procedure. So this would be the acronym, but we're going to use the move the decimal point to the right depends upon the number of decimal places of divisor and the dividend. So let's proceed to further analyze how to divide decimal with up to 2 decimal places. So example number 1. Divide 72 hundredths by, so 72 hundredths divided by 8 hundredths. So we're going to use this one. So we're going to write 72 hundredths. So this would be the dividend and the divisor is 8 hundredths. So like I said earlier, we're going to move. So we're going to make the divisor as a whole number. So to make this one as a whole number, we're going to move the decimal point to the right 2 places. So it becomes 8. And then so the inside the long division bar. So you're going to move 2 places to the right to make the divisor whole number. So you're going to move also 2 places to the right in the dividend. So we have 72. So sa 0 is cancel out, cancel out. So we have 72 divided by 8. 72 divided by 8 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72. Then subtract 72 minus 72, the answer is 0. So the answer would be 8. So the answer is 8. Now, the answer is 9 rather. So the answer, so 72 hundredths divided by 8 hundredths is equal to 9. So to check our answer if correct, so simply we're going to multiply 9 to our dividend. So 8 hundredths, check our answer if correct, multiplied by 9. 9 times 8 is 72. So 2, regroup 7, and then 9 times 0 is 0. Then 0, 9 times 0 is 0. Then plus 7, we have 7. Then 9 times 0 is 0. Then count the number of decimal places in the first factor. We have 2, and then the second factor is none. So we have 2 decimal places. We have 1, 2. So the answer is 72 hundredths. So we got the dividend. So our answer is correct. So the answer, so the quotient of 72 hundredths divided by 8 hundredths is equal to 9. So 9 is correct. So let's proceed. Another example, 1 and 25 hundredths divided by 5 tenths. So again, use this table, use this whiteboard to visualize clearly our solution. So write the problem, 1 and 25 hundredths. It is inside the long division bar, and then outside the long division bar is 5/10. So again, make the divisor as a whole number. So we're going to move the decimal point one places to the right. So it becomes 5. And then, so the dividend, we're going to move also one places because we're going to move in the divisor one places and one places also in the dividend. So it becomes 12 and 5/10. Now let's divide. 12 divided by 5, the answer would be what? The answer would be 2. So it's 2. 2 times 5, the answer is 10. Subtract 12 minus 10, the answer is 2. And then bring down 5. So if you bring down the decimal numbers, you're always write the decimal point. Again, take note of this one. If you bring down the decimal numbers, always write the decimal point. So we bring down the decimal number, so it becomes 25 divided by 5. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. Now 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract. So 25 minus 25, the answer would be 0. So the answer in 1 and 25 hundredths divided by 5 tenths is 2 and 5 tenths. So 2 and 5 tenths is correct. So let's check if our answer is correct. So we're going to multiply our quotient to divisor. So the divisor is 5 tenths multiplied by 2 and 5 tenths. So either up or down. So 2 and 5 tenths. So let's multiply 5 multiplied by 5. The answer is 25. Regroup 2. Then 5 times 0. The answer is 0 plus 2. You have 2. Then 2 multiplied by 5. The answer is 10. Regroup 1. And then 2 multiplied by 0. The answer is 0 plus 1. We have 1. And then proceed to addition. We're going to bring down 5. 2 plus 0. We have 2. Then bring down 1. And then count the number of decimal places in the first factor. We have 1. And then the second factor, we have 1 also. So 1 plus 1, we have 2 decimal places. We have 1, 2, then write the decimal point. So this would be our dividend. So our answer is correct. So 2 and 5 tenths is the quotient of 1 and 25 hundredths divided by 5 tenths. Okay, next, let's try another example. 48 hundredths divided by 2 tenths is equal to n. So solve for n. So we're going to write this one in 0, 48 hundredths inside the long division bar, and then divided by 2 tenths. 2 tenths. So make this one as a whole number. So make this one as a whole number. We're going to move the decimal point one places and then one places also. So 2 divided by, so cancel out 0, cancel out 0. So we have 4 and 8 tenths. Now perform the operation. We're going to divide. 4 divided by 2, the answer is 2. 2 multiplied by 2, the answer is 4. Subtract. So 4 minus 4, the answer is 0. So bring down 8. So it becomes 8. So like I said earlier, if you bring down the decimal numbers, always write the decimal point. So 8 divided by 2, the answer is 4. Then 4 multiplied by 2, the answer is 8. Then subtract 8 minus 8, the answer is 0. So our answer now is 2 and 4 tenths. So 2 and 4 tenths is correct. So let's check. So using this one, this would be the number. So 2 and 4 tenths. 2 and 4 tenths. Multiply it by the divisor. See 2 tenths. Okay, so let's multiply. 4 multiplied by 2, the answer is 8. 4 multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. 2 multiplied by 2, the answer is 4. Then 2 multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. And then proceed to addition. Bring down 8. 0 plus 4, the answer is 4. And then bring down 0. Then count the number of decimal places in the first factor. We have 1. So another 1 in the second factor. So how many decimal places? We have 1 plus 1. We have 2 decimal places. So count 1, 2, and then write the decimal point. So this would be the dividend. So our answers 2 and 4 tenths is correct. Now, let's have a practice. Grade 5 pupils. So, try to answer this one. So, you're going to divide the following. You have 2 minutes. So, answer number 1. 1 and 8 tenths divided by 9 tenths. Number 2, 40 hundreds divided by 5 hundreds. You have 2 minutes. Your timer starts now.
You have 1 minute and 24 seconds, grade 5 pupils. One minute and 8 seconds. Okay, 1 minute left. Okay, 30 seconds, grade 5 pupils. 20. Okay, 10 seconds. 5. Okay, time's up. Now let's show the answer. So 1 and 8 tenths divided by 9 tenths is 2, and 40 hundreds divided by 5 hundreds is 8. So let's show the solution for number 1. So show the solution for number 1. So number 1, so 1 and 8 tenths divided by 9 tenths. So make this one as a whole number. So 1 places to the right, 1 places to the right. So 9 and 18. So 18 divided by 9 is 2 multiplied by 9. The answer is 18. Subtract 0. So the answer is 2. Then let's check. So 9 tenths multiplied by 2. So 2 multiplied by 9. The answer would be 18. Regroup 1 and then 2 multiplied by 0 is 0. Plus 1 we have 1 and then count the number of decimal places. We have 1 and then write the decimal. So 2 is correct. So very good, grade 5 pupils. For number 2, this would be the solution. So 40 hundredths divided by 5 hundredths. So move the decimal point 2 places to the right to make this one as a whole number and then 2 places to the right. So this would be 5 and then this would be 40. Now, 40 divided by 5 is 8. Then 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract 0. Okay, so this would be the correct answer. Okay, very good, grade 5 pupils. If you got the correct answer, you already master how to divide the decimal with two decimal places. Okay, let's proceed to our last topic for today. So we're going to lesson number 12, division of whole number with quotient in decimal form. So division of whole number with quotient in decimal form. So let's start. So how can we divide whole number with quotient in decimal form? So let's have an example to further analyze how to divide a whole number with decimal quotient. So divide 3 by 4. What is the quotient? So let's divide. So this would be our dividend and this would be our divisor and the quotient. So this would be the answer. Now let's write this one in this form. So dividend is inside the long division bar and divisor is outside the long division bar. As you can see, we cannot divide 3 by 4. So we're going to add 0. If we add 0, we already have a decimal in our quotient. So this would be 0 and decimal 0 point. So this would be the decimal number. Now we have 30 divided by 4. This would be 7, right? 7 times 4 is 28. Then subtract. Then 30 subtracted by 28 is 2. And then we're going to add 0. If we add 0, we're going to add another decimal. No. In the first add of 0, we're going to add the decimal first. But in the second, if this not, so we're going to bring down 0. So 20 divided by 4, the answer is 5. Then 5 multiplied by 4, the answer is 20. Subtract 0. So to check our answer, if correct, so let's see. Let's clear this one. Okay, so the answer is 75 hundredths. So we're going to multiply this one of the two. So I use 4. If the product is 3, we got the correct answer. 4 times 5, the answer is what? 20. Then 4 times 7, the answer is 28 plus 2 is 30. So 0, regroup 3. And then 4 multiplied by 0, the answer is 0 plus 3 is 3. Then how many decimal places in the first factor? We have 2. And the second factor is none. 0. So the total of decimal places is 2. So we have 1, 2. The answer is 3. So the answer is 3. So 3.00 is also equivalent to 3. So the answer 75 hundredths is correct. Okay, next, another example. So number 2, we're going to divide 2 by 8. So find the quotient. So this would be the solution board. So again, the dividend is inside the long division bar and the divisor is outside the long division bar. 2 divided by 8 is cannot be. So we're going to add 0 again. So if we're going to add 0, take note of this one. You're going to add the decimal number. So 20 decimal point rather. So 20 divided by 8 is what? Is 2. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 8, the answer is 16. So subtract, we have 20 minus 16, the answer is 4. And then we're going to add 0 again. So bring down 0, it becomes 40. 40 divided by 8 is 5. And then 5 times 8, the answer is 40. Subtract, and 0. 0. Oops. 0. So the answer is 25 hundredths. Okay, so let's check this one if the answer is correct. So the answer is 25 hundredths. So to check our answer, so we're going to multiply 25 hundredths to 8. So multiplied by 8. So 8 times 5, the answer is 40. Regroup 4. 8 times 2, the answer is 16. Plus 2, we have 20. Regroup 2. And then 8 times 0, the answer is 0. Plus 2, we have 2. And then count the number of decimal places. We have 2. And then this would be none. So the number of decimal places is 2. So 1, 2. So we got the correct answer. So 2.00 is equivalent to 2. So 25 hundredths is correct. So let's have an example. Number 3. Divide 1 by 8. So what is the quotient? So let's use the solution board. So 1 is inside the long division bar. So 1 outside the long division bar is 8. So 1 divided by 8 is cannot be. So we're going to add 0. So write the decimal point. Then 10 divided by 8, the answer is 1. And then 1 times 8, the answer is 8. Subtract 10 minus 8 is 2. Then add 0 because 2 divided by 8 is cannot be. So we're going to add 0. So 0 at 20 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 8, the answer is 16. And then 20 minus 16 is 4. Then add 0. Bring down 0. So 40 divided by 8 is 5. Then 5 times 8 is 40. So subtract 0. So let's check our answer. So the answer is 1 and 0 and 125 hundreds. Ay, thousands rather. Okay, 125,000. So let's check. So this would be the quotient, 125 thousands. Multiply this one by 8. So if the product is 1, we got the correct answer. So 8 times 5, the answer is 40. Regroup 4. 8 times 2, the answer is 16. Plus 4, we have 20. Regroup 2. And then 8 times 1, the answer is 8. Plus 2, we have 10. And then regroup 1. Then 8 times 0, the answer is 0. Plus 1, we have 1. So count the number of decimal places in the first factor. We have 1, 2, 3. The second factor is 0. So the total of decimal places is 3. So count 1, 2, 3, then write the decimal places. 1 and 000 is equivalent to 1. So our answer is correct. So 125,000 is correct. Okay, so for your reminders, grade 5 pupils, I hope you already know how to divide the decimal number with two decimal places, and you're going to answer what can I do on page 125 and assessment page page 27. So that's all for today. Thank you and God bless.